Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Angie. Today we're going to be cash stuffing $1,210. So it's a little more than normal, but I'll explain why. It's kind of a funny story, but let's get started in the wallet. Okay, so in our wallet today, we're going to be unstuffing our gas money, which I just spent on a credit card. So I put 20 for this week, and I'm going to put 40 for this week because I am going back and forth to my grandpa's old apartment. He did end up passing away, so we have been painting it and just getting it ready for renting. And I think I'm going to put this cash over here. So yeah, we're kind of just like focusing on redoing the apartment. So we cleaned it all out. We're painting it now. So I'm going to be going back and forth a lot. And plus that is kind of where my colored printer is for my savings challenges. All right, so I'm going to put that 20 in the back over here. That's going to go in my gas envelope. Let's move on to my high priority binder. So bills is going to get $30. And how is everyone doing today? How is your week? We have 20, 40, 50, and 60. And if you did notice, I did a mini unstuffing off camera. So that was just kind of to pay my credit cards. I like to do that in the middle of the month before the new statement comes out. Gas, this is just my rollover that I'll unstuff at the end of the month. Car maintenance is going to get $20. So now it has 1,250, 70, 90, 300. So 1,300. I do need to get an oil change, which I have a coupon for a free oil change. I need to get my chain looked at, and I need to, what's the other thing? Oh, my brake pads. Yes. So I need to get my brake pads looked at as well. Rainy day is going to get $40. So let me get my Sharpie. All right, so we're doing an extra contribution on rainy day. So I'll kind of tell you how I got this extra money. I got a little extra money this week from my TikTok job, so that is all good there. But then I did end up getting an extra $200 from my travel insurance. So basically, when we were coming back from our Bahamas trip, we were not landed at our intended airport. We were but we were landed kind of like last minute at a nearby airport, so Philadelphia, and I usually go through Newark, but because there's no flights between Philadelphia and Newark because they're so close together, we had to get a $200 Uber. And I was like, wow, that definitely needs to be reimbursed. Delta sent us the reimbursement. Long story short, I fought them for a month and they were not giving it to me, even though they sent me the reimbursement form. Anyway, they did not give it to me for a month. I had to put in like 3 different requests. I finally got the reimbursement, and then I was like, you know what? I bought insurance on that ticket. Let me go ahead and send it to my insurance and see if they'll reimburse me since Delta isn't. And this is before Delta reimbursed me. In the end, I got 2 different reimbursements, so I have an extra $210. I paid off my expense on the one card with my $210 from Delta, and then from my insurance, that's going to go in my anniversary envelope to pay for our anniversary dinner. And that's that on that. So rainy day has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40. So a little extra money from TikTok and a little extra money from travel insurance. So thank you, travel insurance. I appreciate that, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Annual fees is going to get 50. So we have 200, 50, 70, 80. P.O. Box is going to get $5. So we have 20, 30, 40, and 50. And our P.O. Box is due in November. Miscellaneous is going to get $40, and that's all that has. All right, so that's it for high priority. Moving on to our low priority binder. My personal spending is getting 50, and that's all that it has. Like I said, I did do an unstuffing, so some of my envelopes are a little low. Clothing is not getting anything. Nespresso is getting $30. So we have 20, 30, 40, 45. Entertainment, not getting anything. Okay, so date night. This is where I'm adding my $210 from my travel insurance. And you know what? For fighting for like a month, I feel like my extra $210 was well deserved. So we have 1, 2, 20, 30, 40, 50. So $250, that's going to be saved for our anniversary dinner that we do every anniversary. And then our actual anniversary gift will be spent from our anniversary envelope. Cash stuffing fund is getting 20. So we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 7, 8, 9, and 40. I'm filming this on Saturday, and I know Budget with Maddie is like relaunching or doing like a launch for her Etsy shop. So I'm definitely going to get my hands on something there. Our fall savings challenge is going to get $15. So we're just starting this because we finished our 2025, which, by the way, I will go over where I spent those funds once we get there, or where I saved those funds, rather. So 10 and a 5, so it's just 15. And then before I move on, I wanted to show you, I got some Happy Mail. So these are 2 freebies. And then I ordered this, Life Without Sushi is Soy Boring. I love this. She just had a launch, and I think it's so cool because you get to roll a dice for the chopsticks. And then she also sent me this, so 12 Days of Charlie Brown. So thank you so much, Grace. Your stuff is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so happy that you came out with stuff. I think that it's just awesome, and I can't wait. I want to put this in Mother's Day as well. So thank you so much. I'm gonna set up her challenges in next week's cash stuffing. All right, so that's it for low priority. First things first, we're gonna go to our business binder. So materials is gonna get $10, so it just has 30. Packing supplies is gonna get 10, so it's 22. Oops, let me fix this 10 super quickly. Printer ink is going to be getting $40. Oh my gosh. I just had an entire run-in with my printer where my uncle bought like the off-brand ink. So when I went to go print, everything was just coming out green. Like my Spin and Save, green. So I had to go and buy the HP brand printer ink, which is definitely what I would recommend, but it is pricey. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3. And honestly, we're not that far off. It only costed me about $100. 103, I think, so we need like $20 more in there. And then we're gonna jump to YouTube, and that's gonna get $10. I am pretty close to 800 subscribers. I am thinking of doing a giveaway. So we have $30, and I would use that 30 to spend on small shops and buy some stuff for the giveaway. And then miscellaneous is not getting anything. Real estate is getting $50. So we have 5,050, 150, so 5,150. So for my 2025 challenge I just finished, I had a $300 placeholder in there. So this was money that was in the bank. So I did go ahead and add this to my real estate fund. So I'm just going to put this in here for now. So we have 5,300 in the bank for our real estate, 54.50. So 5,450. And then I believe that's it for our business binder. All right, moving on to our holiday binder. So we're gonna go into gifts, and that's gonna get 20. That's all that it has. Birthdays is gonna get 20 as well. So now we have 70. We're gonna jump to anniversary, which this is stuck. That's gonna get $40. And I'm on my pistachio train again, so last week or the week before I was talking about Dubai chocolate. This week I might be getting Dubai chocolate again. Today we're gonna go with my friends. My friend's family just opened up a cafe, so they have a pistachio latte, and I'm like all about it. I really want to get it, and they also have Dubai chocolate, so we'll see what happens. So our anniversary has 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 410, 420, and 30. 430. Now, for our anniversary gift, we are going to do for each other, we're going to pay for a DEXA scan, which is like a metabolism body scan. Like it shows your muscle, your fat. And then we're getting a athlete like cardio test, and then one other thing. We're going to this place and it does it all. It's kind of pricey, but both of us are so into health and fitness. So it's actually like a really good experience and gift to do. And we've been wanting to do it like basically since we started working out. So Halloween got 10, so it has 50, 60, 70, and 80. So we're thinking to do that the day of our anniversary because we have to fast, and then we'll go out to eat. Christmas is going to get $90, so I was able to do an extra contribution. So I did this in a 50 and a 40. So 50, 70, 90. So Christmas has 600 in the bank, 50, 70, 90, 710, 30, 50, 70, 90, 800, and 5. 805, and Christmas, we're close to reaching $1,000. Which honestly, I'm thinking of doing like 1,200 in Christmas. I'm not sure yet. That's it for holidays. Now let's move on to Joe's binder, which took quite a hit in my little unstuffing I did off camera. So his spending is going to get $40. Gas is going to get $30. Groceries is going to get $100, so it has $105. Hair is going to get $20. So I believe this is fully funded. So we have 50, 70, 80, and 90. Yep, so that is fully funded for him. Supplements and skincare is going to get $30. So 20 and a 10. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100, and 2. Gym membership is going to get 10. So it just has 20. And subscriptions is going to get 50. Last but not least, we are going into our travel binder, and I think I have extra money in the tray, which who knows what that's from. So we're gonna go to our Montenegro trip, and that is gonna get $60. So 50 and 60. So we have $250, 300, 350, 70, 80, 90. So $390 saved up in our Montenegro trip. And I do have an extra $20 here. I have no idea what that's from. Oh my gosh, I know what it is. So this is, we're gonna put this in my wallet. It's for eating out. So we budget like $20 a week for Joe to get his, you know, if he wants to get something to eat. I just totally forgot to put it in my wallet. All right, that takes care of that. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. I make this type of content all the time, so if you liked what you saw today, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!